Okay, so this is how I was able to get sole legal and physical custody with no time sharing on the other parent's part in Florida. Let's talk about it. So in December 2023, I moved to Florida from Virginia with my 2-month-old son. I've been a single mom since he was 5 weeks old, and I've been doing everything by myself since he was 5 weeks old. So I came to Florida because, I have a support system down here in a village, and I knew that eventually we would have to go to court and have to have a custody order established. But I wasn't able to retain a lawyer until my son was a resident of Florida for 6 months. So I could have filed for custody, but I didn't want to do it on my own. I wanted a lawyer to do it for me. I wanted to go dot all my I's and cross all my T's. So I was able to retain my lawyer and file for sole custody in July of 2024. However, in the 6-month interim where I wasn't able to retain a lawyer, things were said to me by the respondent and by his family that I was able to show to my lawyer, and he said that because of the things that were said to me, I was able to file for sole custody on the basis of safety concerns. Because Florida is a 50-50 state and they try to avoid sole custody as much as possible, they want both parents to have some level of time sharing. But because of the things that were sent to me, I was able to file for sole custody and it actually stick. So I filed in July 2024. The respondent had 20 business days to respond to the petition, and he just didn't respond to the petition. So because he ignored it, I was able to file a default judgment, which basically means that the other party was given the appropriate amount of time to respond or contest the lawsuit, because essentially custody case is a lawsuit, and they didn't. So we're going to move forward with a default judgment so we can ask the judge to just award me what it is I'm asking for, which is exactly what we did. So when the respondent didn't respond to the petition at all, my attorney went ahead and filed the default judgment. And this was in late August. I didn't have my court date till March 17th. And in the interim of me waiting for my court date, I had to take a parenting class. I had to send them my financials. Like, just because the other parent did not respond to the petition doesn't mean you still don't have to prove yourself as being fit. You have to prove yourself to the judge. Mind you, when I had to take the parenting class, I was like, I'm the one that's had this kid for his entire life. The respondent hasn't seen him since 2023. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, they're probably just making me take the parenting class so they could dot their I's and cross their T's and make sure that I'm as fit as possible. I get it. It's like documentation. I get it. So moving forward to the court date, I wasn't aware if the respondent knew about the court date because we don't speak. But he ended up not showing up to the court date. The judge waited for him to show up, and he ended up not coming. It was a Zoom court date. But at the beginning of the hearing, the judge was like, if he shows up at any time, I'm going to let him speak, which was so disheartening for me because, he hasn't, participated in this custody case at all. Why would you give him the opportunity to talk? But he didn't even bother showing up. So the judge ended up awarding me sole custody. I mean, the other party wasn't there to ask for anything, so the judge had no other options but to give me what I wanted. So it's a blessing in disguise because there are a lot of people that would have dragged it out and made you waste a lot of money. And I'm just glad that the person just blatantly didn't care. It saved me a lot of money.